I, Engineer Vishal Arya, Department of Mechanical Engineering from Bundelkhand University, Jhansi. I will discuss about the process, refrigeration process, its applications, effects, what are the different cycles used in refrigeration like Carnot cycle, Joule cycles and vapor compression refrigeration cycles. So, let me start. What is refrigeration? Refrigeration. So, refrigeration, it is a process for maintaining the lower temperature compared to surrounding. So, it is generally it is a process to maintain lower temperature compared to surrounding. So, how to maintain the lower temperature? By using refrigerant. So, what is refrigerant? So, what are refrigerant? So, we have what are refrigerant. Refrigerant are those substances which are produced the lower temperatures. Refrigerants are substances to produce lower temperature. For example, air, water, ammonia, carbon dioxide, freon, etc. For example, air, water, ammonia, carbon dioxide, freon, etc. So, by using the refrigerant, we can cool the different types of process and how to heat extracted from these process. So, next term we have used refrigeration effect. Refrigeration effect is generally it's how much of amount of heat extracted from the storage to maintain the lower temperature. It is the amount of heat extracted from storage to maintain lower temperature. To maintain the lower temperature. So, we have discussed about the refrigeration effect, that is we can call also as that is the RE. In short form we have called also the RE, that is the refrigeration effect. The next the ideal refrigeration cycle, also called as Carnot cycle. Carnot cycle. Here in this cycle, two isentropic and two isothermal process we have occurs. Two isentropic and two isothermal process are occur. In isentropic process, there is an isentropic compression and isentropic expansion, and in isothermal process there is a constant pressure heat addition and constant pressure heat absorption. So, let us see about the TS diagram or PV diagram of Carnot cycle. This one is the temperature and this one is the entropy. So, this is the TS diagram of Carnot cycle. 1 से 2 process is called the isentropic compression. 2 से 3 is isothermal heat rejection. 3 to 4 isentropic expansion and 4:1 isothermal heat addition. So, in this Carnot cycle, how to find the COP? COP generally is the coefficient of performance and it is also called the running cost of the system. So, COP is the coefficient of performance or the running cost of the system. So, COP for the reverse Carnot cycle, that is the refrigeration effect upon work. Work input. So, what is the refrigeration effect? Is the amount of heat extract from the storage. So, from the storage is the amount of heat extract. Let be here the line diagram of this Carnot cycle. That is the temperature T1, this is temperature T2, this is the refrigeration, amount of heat Q2, amount of heat Q1, T1 should be greater than T2 and that is the work input to the refrigerant. So, refrigeration effect is the amount of heat extract from the storage to maintain the lower temperature. T2 is the lower temperature. To maintain this the lower temperature, that is the refrigeration effect. So, Q2 is the refrigeration effect. So, refrigeration effect is Q2 divided by work. How much work will be consumed by the refrigeration? That is Q1 minus Q2. So, for reversible cycle, Q2 upon Q1 is equals to T2 upon T1. So, COP for Carnot cycle in terms of temperature, that is T2 upon T1 minus T2, or we can also say T2 is the lower temperature and T1 is the higher temperature. So, in terms of T2 we can also say T2 is the T lower upon T higher minus T lower, that is the COP of the Carnot cycle. Let us take one example of Carnot cycle. Let be the lower temperature be minus 3 degree centigrade and T higher temperature will be the 27 degree centigrade for some cycle. So, how to find the COP of Carnot cycle? That we have formula T lower upon T higher minus T lower. T lower is minus 3, we have to change in the Kelvin. So, what is this? Minus 3 plus 273, that is 270 Kelvin, and 27 degree changed into Kelvin, that is 300 Kelvin. So, T lower is the temperature, that is 270 divided by T higher is 300 minus T lower is 270, that is 270 divided by 30. So, answer is 9. So, COP of the Carnot cycle is 9. Let another example of this cycle. This is the first example, this is the second example. Let us say that is a water cooler having capacity of 30 TR. TR is basically the ton of refrigeration. TR basically is the ton of refrigeration. It is also called the unit of refrigeration, and it is the how much amount of heat extract from 1 ton of ice at 1 ton of water at 0 degree centigrade to convert at 1 ton of ice at 0 degree centigrade in 24 hours. So, 1 TR is equivalent to 3.5 kilowatt or 210 kilojoule per minute. That is the unit of refrigeration or the capacity of the refrigeration. So, let us again we have another example, that is the water cooler having capacity of 30 TR, and water enters at a temperature of 12 degree centigrade of having volume 20 meter cube per hour. How much water after entering at water cooler at 20 meter cube at 12 degree centigrade, what is the temperature of water leaving from the water cooler? We have to find. So, how much of heat it will be gained by the water or lost by the water, and equivalent it is gained by the refrigerant. So, heat lost by water is equals to heat gain by refrigerant. How much of heat lost by water? That is the 30 TR. So, we have to change in the kilowatt, that we have to multiply by 3.5 kilowatt is equivalent to heat gain by refrigerant, that is MCP delta T. So, we have to calculate how much 105 is equals to mass. We have to find specific heat of water is 4.2 and delta T is temperature is 12 minus T. So, first after finding temperature, we have to find the mass. How to calculate the mass? Mass is equals to volume into density. How much volume? Volume is 20 meter cube per hour. Multiply by density. Density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. So, this one is the hour, we have to change into second. So, we have to 20 meter cube divided by into terms of hour, that is 3600. 1 hour is equals to 3600 second, multiply by 1000 kg per meter cube. Meter cube is cancel out, and 100 that is 20 divided by 36 kg per second. This is the mass. So, we put the value of mass 20 divided by 36 kg per meter cube into 4.2 multiply by 12 minus T is equivalent to 105. So, the answer comes from that expression, that is temperature T is equals to 7.5 degree centigrade. So, this one is the temperature that is coming from the water cooler, enters at 12 degree centigrade and coming after cooling, that is 7.5 degree centigrade. Then next we have to discuss cycle, Joule cycle. So, in Joule cycle there is two isentropic process and two constant pressure. Two isentropic and two constant pressure. Let us draw the TH diagram of the cycle. This one is the temperature and this is the entropy. So, this is one isentropic compression, constant pressure, heat absorption, isentropic expansion, and this one 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1 से 2 is the isentropic compression and second to 3 is the constant pressure heat rejection, 3 to 4 is the isentropic expansion and 4 to 1 is the constant pressure heat addition. So, in this cycle, how to find the COP of the Joule cycle? So, COP is nothing what refrigeration effect upon work. So, what is the refrigeration effect? So, in this process, that is the refrigeration effect is 4 to 1, and work is the compressor work, that is 1 from 2. So, in terms of enthalpy, that is refrigeration effect is H1 minus H4, and work is the compressor work, that is H2 minus H1. H is the enthalpy, and we have enthalpy, that is H is Cp dt or Cpt. So, in terms of enthalpy, that is Cp T1 minus T4 divided by H2 compressor work minus expansion work, that is H3 minus H4. So, in terms of Cp, Cp T2 minus T1 minus Cp T3 minus T4. Cp is common, it is will be common taken by cancel out. The expression will be remain T1 minus T4 divided by T2 minus T1 minus of T3 minus T4. Okay. Then we have to divide by the T1 minus T4 above the numerator and denominator, that will come 1 divided by T2 minus T1 divided by T1 minus T4 minus of T3 minus T4 divided by T1 minus T4. Then what is the difference between the temperature and pressure? The relation between temperature and pressure, that is T2 upon T1 is equals to P2 upon P1 की power of gamma minus 1 upon gamma. That is the relation between temperature and pressure for reversible cycle. For same, T3 upon T4 is equals to P3 upon P4 to the power of gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So, here the pressure is constant from P2 equal to P3 and P1 equal to P4. So, we can write P3 upon P4 is equivalent to P2 upon P1 की power of gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So, we can say that T2 upon T1 is equal to T3 upon T4 from that expression. Okay. So, T2 upon T1 is equals to T3 upon T4. Then next we have to T3 should be in below, so T2 upon T3 is equals to T1 upon T4, not any change in the expression. And also we have to minus from right RHS side and LHS side, from both side, minus 1 is equals to T1 upon T4 minus 1. So, we can calculate this one, this is T2 minus T3 upon T3 is equals to T1 minus T4 upon T4. So, T2 minus T3 upon, we have to take this in the denominator, is equals to T3 upon T4. So, from the last expression COP, that is the refrigeration effect upon work. So, T2 minus T3 upon T1 minus T4 is equivalent to T3 upon T4. So, COP is equals to 1 upon T3 upon T4 की power of gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. Or we can also say T3 is equivalent to pressure, that is 1 upon pressure ratio P2 upon P1 to the power of gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1, because T3 upon T4 is equivalent to T2 upon T1 and it is equivalent to P2 upon P1 की power of gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So, in terms of T3 upon T4 we can replace in terms of pressure, that is P2 upon P1, and it is also called the pressure ratio. So, this one is the COP of the Joule cycle, that is 1 upon pressure ratio की power gamma minus 1 upon gamma minus 1. Here gamma is for air, gamma we have to take in the air, and pressure we have to take the pressure ratio, and for air gamma is 1.4. So, we can easily calculate the COP of the Joule cycle when we have to know the value of pressures or even the temperature. Then next cycle is third cycle, that is vapor compression refrigeration system or cycle. In short, we can also say VCRS, vapor compression refrigeration cycle. In this, there is the compressor, and next condenser, then next we have to go expansion, and next we have to refrigerator or evaporator, or even say evaporator. So, cycle goes from 1 to 2, that is the compressor, from 2 to 3, that is the condenser, and 3 to 4, that is the expansion, and 4 to 1, that is the refrigeration. So, in vapor compression refrigeration cycle, there is the refrigerant we use, refrigerant used at low pressure and temperature, and it should be in form of vapor. So, from when refrigerant used as a low pressure and temperature, so refrigerant enters at low pressure temperature in vapor form, goes to the compressor, where compressor it should be compressed. So, the pressure and temperature will be rise. In compressor, the refrigerant pressure and temperature will rise. So, after rising from the compressor, it goes to the condenser, where some heat is rejected, from this and goes to the condenser, where it is condensed the refrigerant. After condensation or after heat rejection, it goes to the expansion devices, we can also say, and in expansion devices the vapor which have low pressure or temperature, after passing from the condenser, before entering in the expansion device, it will be at liquid state, liquid refrigerant. It is start from the vapor, and after condensation it change the phase from the vapor. So, liquid refrigerant vapor which enters at the expansion device, where there it is a expansion process will occur. It is also called isenthalpic process. Isenthalpic process nothing but it is a constant entropy, constant enthalpy process, that is the delta H is equals to constant, that is the proper amount of flow of refrigerant will occur, and it goes to the expansion device, and after expansion device it goes to the refrigeration or evaporator at pressure and temperature. or refrigeration effect will be produced or heat is absorbed. Heat is absorbed or there is a refrigeration effect will occur. So, nothing but in this cycle there is a low pressure temperature will start from the compressor, goes to the condenser where it is condensed, goes to the expansion device where the isenthalpic process will occur, and after that it will be a refrigerator or evaporator, there is the refrigeration effect will occur. So, how to find the COP of this cycle? So, COP of the vapor compression refrigeration cycle, that is not generally refrigeration effect upon work. So, what is the refrigeration effect? That is the refrigeration effect or amount of heat absorbed by the evaporator, that is H1 minus H4, and work done, or what should be the work done? Work done by the compressor, that is H2 minus H1. Or we can also draw the pressure enthalpy diagram for vapor compression refrigeration cycle, also called pH diagram. This is 1 say 2, that is isentropic compression. 2 to 3, constant pressure heat rejection in the condenser. 3 to 4, that is the expansion device, that is isenthalpic process, and 4 to 1, that is a refrigeration effect or constant pressure heat absorption or refrigeration effect. So, nothing but COP of vapor refrigeration cycle, that is the refrigeration effect, that is the amount of heat absorbed H1 minus H4, and work done by the compressor, that is H2 minus H1. This is the vapor compression refrigeration cycle COP. Then next, effect of parameters on vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So, what are the different parameters? Okay. What are the different parameters occurs in vapor compression refrigeration cycle? Then first is decrease in evaporator pressure. So, when the evaporator pressure decreases, what are the different parameters which affect the refrigeration cycle, like COP, refrigeration effect, work? Three main parameters. So, what are the effect on these parameters when there is a evaporator pressure will decrease? So, let us see. First we have to draw the pressure enthalpy diagram. Here we have to go the pressure enthalpy diagram, pH diagram. So, 1 say 2 we have to already know isentropic compression, 2 to 3 constant pressure heat rejection, 3 to 4 isenthalpic process constant enthalpy, and 4 to 1, that is the refrigeration effect. So, what is the evaporator? Here we have there is a evaporator, and here we have there is a condenser. Here we have compressor, and here we have expansion device. So, this is the evaporator pressure, that is P1 equal to P4, or we can say evaporator pressure, that is we can also call PE. PE is the evaporator, or here we have P2 equal to P3, that is the condenser. We can also say PC, that is the condenser pressure. So, when we decrease the evaporator pressure, what will be the effect on COP, refrigeration effect upon work? So, there is a evaporator pressure this 4 to 1. When we decrease, let us see that is decreased from start. I have 1 from here. So, when we draw this cycle from this 1 to 2, so this one is 2 dash, we have to this dash 1, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1, and this one is process 4 dash. So, initial cycle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and when we decrease the evaporator pressure, the cycle becomes 1 dash, 2 dash, 3, 4 dash, 1, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3, 4 dash or 1. This one is the new cycle. So, when we decrease the evaporator pressure, what will be the effect of COP, refrigeration effect upon work and work input. So, work, there is a work 1 to 2, this one part is the work, and when we decrease, the work will be increase. The more initially we have this one and finally we have increase. So, work input we can also say it will be increases. So, the work increases. What about the refrigeration effect? Here the refrigeration effect where initially that is the 4 to 1. Now, it is the refrigeration effect will be increased 4 dash to 1 dash. So, this is the 4 dash to 1 dash. So, this will be the refrigeration effect also be increases. What about the COP? All we have know the COP is the refrigeration effect upon work. So, refrigeration effect increases, work input increases. So, COP will also be increases. So, we can say when there is a decrease in evaporator pressure, that is the work input increase, refrigeration effect increase and COP also increase. Next, increase in condenser pressure afterwards. Thank you very much.